La migra, la migra. Ahí viene la migra. Ahí viene la migra, la migra, la migra. Ahí viene la migra, la migra, la migra. La migra, la migra.
Real reaction for today's news: deportation, tariff, Canada versus the USA, Trump and Elon Musk, everything that's going on with that. Like, subscribe, follow Cell Expression for overly expressive videos and over opinionated videos. If you guys like to talk what's on your mind without anybody holding you guys back, this is the channel that you break free, break loose, and express yourself.
This is an officer with eyes.
Yo, they cutting up on
When I'm an American citizen.
This is so funny. But I guarantee in real life, if ISIS came to your door and knocked on that door looking for you, and you were legally in the state, you
great again.
Shitting in your pants right now.
Taylor Swift.
This is only funny because it's on TikTok.
Sir, can you say...
Yes, I know. Walmart.
We're citizens. I don't have to show you proof.
That was my question.
Yeah, I'm a citizen.
You're a U.S. citizen. Where are you from?
From the U.S.
Well, the United States, dog.
Pero,
The United States, I told you.
Yeah, well, I'm just...
you just what? You need to prove to me that...
No, I don't need to prove. We shouldn't tell you that we're from here.
I'm a United States citizen, just to clarify. Born and raised El Paso, Texas.
Technology now, huh?
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Between the classic breakfast platters, omelets, and egg sandwiches, there are plenty of shells being cracked at Montague Diner in Brooklyn.
These are the 3 cases we got in today.
How long will it take you to go through all this?
Probably like 2-3 days.
Those cases are getting more expensive for owner Kip Green as egg prices increase nationwide.
It is hard to think of a diner and not think of eggs.
Yeah.
How central are eggs to your menu?
It probably makes up like 40 to 50% of our menu.
What does something like this do to your bottom line?
It's challenging. Like, we are a diner. You have to have an egg plate. We don't ever want to make people pay more for something like that. So you figure out how to cut costs elsewhere.
Restaurants are already managing higher operating costs and fewer people dining out. One survey found in 2024, nearly half of consumers say they cook at home more. And it may be a while before there's relief. According to the USDA, egg prices are predicted to increase 20% this year alone, as renewed bird flu outbreaks affect farms nationwide. More than 145 million birds have been killed since the start of the outbreak. Roughly 8% of the country's total flock wiped out since November alone, driving egg shortages and price surges across the country.
There have been outbreaks of bird flu before. Why does this one stand out?
I think it stands out because it's lasted so long. We continue to have outbreaks that continues to cut into our supplies, and our ability to make up for those lost chickens is just not there.
Yet Texas A&M livestock economist David Anderson says Americans continue to depend on eggs as an affordable source of protein.
Eggs are a staple. The demand is such that, we still want to go buy eggs. And so that creates a situation of skyrocketing prices.
A challenge for consumers at the grocery store that Green keeps in mind for her customers as well.
I'm not only considering, the price that they're paying when they're eating here, but I'm also considering the fact that at home they're paying considerably more for eggs.
As for what happens long term, Anderson says this outbreak could become endemic or always present, which means that egg price uncertainty, it could be here to stay. Now, given that, there are substitutes to consider, especially in baking, like applesauce, mashed bananas, or even tofu.
Wait a second, pause. Did she just say tofu? I am an egg man. I eat at least about 6 to 8 eggs. I mean, I lost 100 pounds, but I get majority of my protein from dairy-based product and meat. So we're sacrificing meat and eggs? I don't think that's going to happen.
I want to speak directly to Americans, our closest friends and neighbors. This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you. Tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery stores and gas at the pump. If President Trump wants to usher in a new golden age for the United States, the better path is to partner with Canada, not to punish us. I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. We will stand strong for Canada. We will stand strong to ensure our countries continue to be the best neighbors in the world.
Rights are the most visible sign of Donald Trump's hard turn on immigration. Up to 80 Guatemalan migrants were removed from the U.S. by Air Force transport Thursday. Though similar flights happened regularly under President Joe Biden, Trump's decision to use military aircraft is new, part of a strategy that will also see thousands of troops deployed to the border. In Juarez, Mexico, dozens of Mexican migrants were also returned from the U.S. Everyone is getting caught. I don't recommend to cross, says this man.
We're getting the bad, hard criminals out. These are murderers. These are people that have been as bad as you get, as bad as anybody you've seen. We're taking them out first.
It's not clear what specific crimes the first Trump-era deportees committed. In Boston, immigration enforcement raids unfolded in a residential neighborhood. In Newark, New Jersey, a raid on a business swept up 3 undocumented workers. Several U.S. citizens were also briefly detained by ICE authorities.
None of these people were rapists or murderers or criminals. The problem with it is that ICE went in there without a warrant.
Despite all the bluster, the pace of deportations is so far on par with what unfolded during the Biden years. Trump has promised to go further. Mass detention camps and sweeping raids are expected in the coming weeks.
ICE has overreached beyond what should be constitutionally allowed.
Protest as they might, local officials have little power to stop what's coming, leaving immigrant communities to fear their American dream may become a nightmare. Jackson Prosco, Global News, Washington.
So apparently, news breaking 3 hours ago, Elon Musk wants to reallocate $400 billion back to the American people. That would equate to around $5,000 per American individual. Be pretty remarkable if that ended up happening. What would you do?
Explain to me in the comment, what would you do with an extra $5,000 from our president, Elon Musk, aka Donald Trump? See, I know exactly what I would do. I will continue to invest in the quality of my YouTube channel.
A Navy weapons station in New Jersey now confirms multiple cases of drones entering its airspace. The Garden State's newly elected Senator Andy Kim posted this new video of lights hovering near a reservoir in his state. And former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan posted this video today showing what appear to be large drones circling his house last night. The White House, Pentagon, and FBI have all said while they do not know what these objects are, there's no evidence of a threat.
The first time we talked, you said what you would, which is surreal to think that this discussion was happening is becoming a reality. I asked you what question would you ask an AGI system once you create it, and you said what's outside the simulation is the question. And good question.
Yeah.
But it seems like with Grok, you started literally this system's goal is to be able to ask such questions, to answer such questions, and to ask such questions.
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
That's one of the Fermi paradox question. A lot of people have asked me if I've seen any evidence of aliens, and I haven't, which is kind of concerning, because then I think I'd probably prefer to at least have seen some archaeological evidence of aliens. To the best of my knowledge, there is no proof. I'm not aware of any evidence of aliens. If they're out there, they're very subtle. We might just be the only consciousness, at least in the galaxy. And if you look at, say, the history of Earth, if one is to believe the archaeological record, Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. Civilization, as measured from the first writing, is only about 5,000 years old. We have to give some credit there to the ancient Sumerians, who aren't around anymore. I think it was the archaic pre-cuneiform was the first actual symbolic representation, but only about 5,000 years ago. I think that's a good date for when we'd say civilization started. That's 1/1,000,000th of Earth's existence. So civilization has been around. It's really a flash in the pan so far. And why have we? Why did it take so long? For 4.5 billion years. For the vast majority of the time, there was no life, and then there was archaic bacteria for a very long time, and then you had mitochondria get captured, multicellular life, differentiation into plants and animals, life moving from the oceans to land, mammals, higher brain functions. And the sun is expanding slowly, but it will overheat. It will heat the Earth up at some point in the future, boil the oceans, and Earth will become like Venus, where no life as we know it is impossible. So if we do not become multiplanetary and ultimately go beyond our solar system, annihilation of all life on Earth is a certainty. A certainty. And it could be as little as, on the galactic timescale, 500 million years. A long time by human standards, but that's only 10% longer than Earth has been around at all. Mm-hmm. So if life had taken 10% longer to evolve on Earth, it wouldn't exist at all.
We got a deadline coming up.
Yeah.
Better hurry. But that said, as you said, humans, intelligent life on Earth developed a lot of cool stuff very quickly. So
yes.
It seems like becoming multiplanetary is almost inevitable, unless we destroy.
We need to do it. I mean, it's not. I mean, I suspect that there. If we are able to go out there and explore other star systems, there's a good chance we find a whole bunch of long dead one planet civilizations.
Yeah,
that never made it past their home planet.
That's so sad.
Yeah,
sad. Also fascinating.
I mean, there are various explanations for the Fermi paradox, and one is the there are these great filters which civilizations don't pass through, and one of those great filters is: do you become a multi-planet civilization or not? And if you don't, it's simply a matter of time before something happens on your planet, either natural or man-made, that causes us to die out, like the dinosaurs. Where are they now? They didn't have spaceships. So
I think the more likely thing is, because just to empathize with the aliens, that they found us and they're protecting us and letting us be.
I hope so. And nice aliens.
Just like the tribes in the Amazon, the uncontacted tribes were protecting them. That's what.
That would be a nice explanation.
Or you could have like what was it? I think Andre Kapathi said it's like the ants in the Amazon asking, "Where's everybody?"
Well, they do run into a lot of other ants.
That's true.
There's these ant wars.
Sounds like a good TV show.
Yeah, they literally have these big wars between various ants.
Does anyone other than myself find it odd that Elon Musk, who has built SpaceX, which is now larger than NASA, who has built a space center called Starbase in Texas, who has billions of dollars worth of contracts with the U.S. federal government to build rocket and propulsion systems and also keep up Starlink, which is an intricate satellite network that completely encases the Earth, who has all this technology at his beck and call and has all the right connections, has yet to say one word regarding the drone situation, which is now all over the U.S. It initially started in New Jersey, but now it's everywhere from coast to coast, including Texas. Elon Musk hasn't said anything about it. Well, could that be because of the secret briefing? What secret briefing, you ask? Well, the U.S. House Intelligence Committee was recently briefed in a private meeting by the U.S. intelligent alphabet agencies. You know, the ATF, FBI, all those. And they were given the lowdown on the drone situation. But this meeting was in private. Why was it in private? Can the American people not handle the truth? Why isn't any of this meeting being released? Can we not handle the truth? Why is it in secret? Bottom line is, the U.S. federal government is behind all of this. And we are not privileged to know.
So me, honestly, the way I feel about this world, I feel like it is a great big simulation. But the thing is, who controls our simulation? You know, if you can think about anything that you want and you can focus your energy on that, whoever controls the simulation will allow you to experience it in your life. And that's the best part about this world. But the thing is, you have to make sure that you please that person or that creature or that being that creates your life. So make sure that you're always in alignment with what you want and not what you don't want. You know, it's more like focus on the good things and definitely change your energy and make sure you channel your energy to bring in a reality that's worth manifesting. This world is a big, vast world, and it's strange. It's very strange. But when you learn how to express yourself the right way, you'll match the frequency that line you up with all of your desires, and it becomes more of a favorable matrix rather than a governor matrix.
We have not. Okay. People ask me, you've been to Area 51. Okay, please. SpaceX actually has Area 59. It's even better, 8 better than 51. So, among the set of actions we can take that are likely to increase the scope and scale of consciousness such that we are better able to understand the nature of the universe. One of those actions is to become a multi-planet species or ensure that life is multiplanetary. Not because I think something that, it's not from the standpoint of it just being an escape hatch or because I think that Earth is doomed, but there's a certain probability that is irreducible that something may happen to Earth. Despite our best intentions, despite everything we try to do, there's a probability at a certain point that some either external force or some internal unforced error causes civilization to be destroyed.
Umbrella. All my people stand up.